Okay, so let's talk about Wendy and Gizelle mending their friendship.
Not mending, just trying to get to
Hold on, wait a minute, Gallo. If all it took was for Robin to be fired.
You're fired. Get out of here. Right?
And for Wendy and Gizelle to have some oysters and Wendy come dressed in some goddamn feathers. Cock-a-doodle-doodle-doo. This should have happened a long time ago.
Well, I love me some oysters.
Well, Wendy said a lot
Wendy actually spoke on it. She said it actually was a 3-hour conversation.
I didn't see what Wendy said about all this. So
I just think how all of a sudden Gizelle don't have Robin, so Batman don't no longer have Robin, and so now she needs to go find her somebody else that can fly.
And Wendy's smart. She's smart. She knows. She's like, bitch, I'm not going to be like set up and you think that you're going to play me just because Robin's not here to play in your ear. I don't think that all it took was for the feathers and oysters to come to a common ground. Like she said, everything was brought up. It was a 3-hour conversation. Of course, they couldn't have all the 3 hours in that one scene. But I commend Wendy for even showing up because there are times in our lives where we may have been burned by somebody or really not even had a chance to be in the same space with somebody.
Because I would never.
Hold the line.
For Wendy to even show up.
You're talking about something else, Gallo.
I know what he's talking about.
But Gallo.
Hold the line.
If you know who wanted to sit down.
I'll tell you this. I'm a Gemini. Once I get a bad vibe from you, and I know deep down, because I always knew it, you're done. You're extinct. You will never exist.
Are y'all both Geminis?
I don't know.
I think y'all
his
are.
birthday is towards the end of the year.
We wouldn't know, child. We wouldn't know. We wouldn't know when the birthday was, because we were bros, but not.
Hey, it's a brotherhood. Woohoo!
I don't give people second chances, especially people I know I don't see a future with as a friend.
And that are fake and narcissistic and lies.
I'm very much that type of person. I've always been this, and I've had this through friends and coworkers always tell me. New people will come in, and you know how people are, like they think they're your friend already off the first week, and I'm like, yo, I don't know you. You're not coming to have lunch with us because we don't know you. Like, it's not that yet. Like, let's ease in. Let's have a couple convos. Literally, once I meet someone, I'll be like, they're a good person, or I'll say, I don't think so. It's going to burn you in the end. And usually I'm 99.9% right with
No,
that.
Gallo, but me and you had talks, and all three of us did. And we would talk about how you felt as though something was just odd. Something wasn't right.
Yeah, I'm very much like that. Like, and I'll speak on that.
I would have to give you credit because in the beginning, you still was willing to try to build something. And I think that's what the unique thing about our situation was that we were all trying. Someone said, you know who said that this is what they wanted, and we were willing to do that. But after Gallo was kind of like, I don't know.
Well,
I get my little inklings in my head are like,
if you guys were Wendy and all that they have been through, would you have sat down with Gizelle?
No.
No?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I don't know, because I'm all for sometimes listening to somebody, but I believe that forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for yourself. Like, I don't believe that just because you listen to somebody that you had a fallout with or whatever the case may be, if you listen to them to hear them out, that's sometimes also for their peace of mind. And so I take it as, I'm going to give you that. Ultimately, the decision if I let you enter back into my life, that's ultimately up to me. So I think Wendy was fine for what she did. I actually like that she did that. But Wendy also said in the confession, she was like, we ain't no best friends.
This is my thing. You've gone years, and we're not just talking about a couple months. We're talking about years of being nasty towards me. We've seen maybe 3 seasons now where Gizelle has played Wendy face or
A
space.
few months ago, Trey, she wouldn't even look in Wendy's direction at the
Correct.
reunion.
Correct.
That's my thing.
This is why I wouldn't even use my time to go. If you want to have a conversation with me, you can have a conversation with me amongst the group, because that's how you showed your ass amongst the group. So you can talk to me when we're at whatever past trip we take. If you want to talk to me, bitch, talk to me from across the ottoman. Talk to me from across the island. Talk to me from across the table, because that's how you did it the whole time.
Oh, now that's how you clear a bitch.
Yep.
So no, I'm not going to use my time to show up for dinner or lunch to talk to you.
Even if it's for the sake of moving forward and the show.
No, because bitch, if you
No.
wanted to move forward with me, you could have reached out to me before we even started filming, and we could have started this season. Oh, Wendy and Gizelle have, reconciled, blah blah blah. Now you want to meet me when the camera start rolling, bitch. That's what you always do. You try to have a storyline when the camera start rolling. So if it was genuine, you would have reached out to me in this 6 or 7 month gap that we had when we weren't filming.
And you know it's not
Yeah.
gonna last, because Giselle's gonna turn on her sooner or later. Again, if it's not this season, it's next season. If not the next season, the following season.
I don't think so. I think Gizelle and Wendy are both going to play the long game. They're going to be friendly with one another, and they're going to keep it cordial with one another. Because
I don't know about that.
What
I don't know about that.
What you want to bet?
I
Let's
don't
bet
think
something.
so.
Let's bet something. What you want to bet?
We can bet whatever you want to bet, bitch.
Let's bet a new fish tank.
I don't have no fish in my damn house.
I want a fish tank. I want a saltwater tank.
Have fun with that, Deuce Bigelow.
Trey trying to be shady for those of you. I don't know if you can hear it.
I'm trying to be Gizelle to your Karen.
But there's some
What the hell was that?
I'm trying to be the Gizelle to your Karen. That's all.
There's
That's
some
all.
drops of water dripping.
You're the
down.
grand dame.
The ceiling is leaking in my house, girl. I'm about to be flooded in a few minutes or whatever.
You about to be
That's why I'm
flooded
getting the
out.
hell out of this damn
You about to be flooded out.
Titanic too.
Now, let's talk about Mia.
I'll never let go.
So, at Karen's birthday party, Gizelle and Karen, which I must say, the two of them together are the best frenemies in the world. They come to the table, they know what needs to be done, but at the same time, bitch, I don't you. I'm gonna you because we need to move forward in Jesus' name. But
Amen.
Karen and Gizelle decided to kind of come at Mia, excuse me. They decided to criticize Mia for being what they consider a questionable, I'm not going to say bad parent, but a questionable mother, because she allowed her children to get caught in the crossfire between her, Gordon, and Ink. Karen and Gizelle basically said that Mia, Lord have mercy, I'm getting a little drunk, y'all. They basically said,
okay, Karen, I told you to grind down.
Don't go out after. Don't go out after.
Don't get in that car.
I'm gonna have you get a little party.
Hoping no deers.
that Mia was basically not a good mother, meaning Ink wants to do a DNA test on little Gordon. Gordon doesn't want to do a DNA test. The fact that paternity is even a question, the fact that there was overlap between her husband and her side piece, which is now her man. Now, what do y'all make of all of this? Was Karen and Gizelle right for calling out Mia? Was she being a good parent or a bad parent by allowing her children and the paternity and everything getting caught up in her extramarital affairs?
Here's what I would say. There needs to be a time in between divorcing and allowing your children to meet the next person that you're dating. But as far as the bringing it up at that moment, no, I just think that was all messy. You don't do that to your friends. Like, at the end of the day, it was just all messy to me. That doesn't necessarily make her a bad parent.
I don't think they meant it to come off like that. It was just like a double whammy though, and I think the tones of both of them just really, I feel like maybe if Mia wasn't sitting on the whole other side, if Mia would have been sitting right across from them, or maybe right next to Gizelle, or right next to Karen, I don't think they would have screamed it, you know what I'm saying? Because they obviously had to raise their voice to say what they wanted to say to her, because she's further from the table. And I think it just came off bad, because I don't think Mia is a bad parent at all. I think she's with her kids a lot and takes care of her kids. I do think though, like Josh said, the whole thing of like having a new boy, it's just really messy way of like, we don't really know what's 100% going on, I feel. We don't know when DJ dude really came into the picture 100%. Like, he said he was there way longer than what
he was there before.
Hold on, wait. Let him finish.
Yeah, so I feel like we didn't know enough, and now it's just kind of like a polygamous relationship, but they're not all together. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's in the household, but they're not. You get what I'm saying, right? Like, it's not together, but she's still helping him. So
doing his laundry, folding his clothes.
Yeah, like it's just confusing. I'm just
like,
what?
That's what I say. It's just you shouldn't have your kids in the mixture of all of this.
Just because it could affect them down the line, but I don't think that means you're a bad parent. It just you don't know how a kid takes.
Yeah.
Some kids it could not mean nothing, but certain kids it could take a whole impact on them and affect them in their whole lifetime. So it's just like I don't know how your kid's gonna be. Like there's things that bother me that my sister don't bother at all, and vice versa. You know, like you just don't know in your childhood or how that's gonna affect them. So I don't think it's just weird.
Well, obviously Trey has something to say as the resident father in the group. So Trey, the floor is yours.
Mia is a lot of things. She's a liar.
Mia be lying.
She be lying. She's also broke. And I know this for a fact. No, I do.
You don't know nothing about that woman finances, Trey.
But why she got? Make sure you bleep that out.
Girl, really?
Yeah. So,
girl, I got number one.
Let me take a chug.
Ooh.
I the thing about it is y'all don't mention something about spending time with their kids. She does do that. However, I don't think that the time that you spend with a child equates to your parenting. I do think that her parenting skills are a little questionable because you don't bring a child into situations that deal with you.
Because little Gordon told Big Gordon that
I saw see Mama with
with Mr.
So yeah,
child.
He's been around for a long time, because if he has not been around for a long time, then why would he be thinking that this boy is his child? So that means he's been around at least for however old the child is. I don't want to say she's a bad parent. However, I do think her parenting skills are very questionable. They lack the intelligence of things that a mother should do with her kids, and we know that she hasn't had the best relationship with her mother. So that may be something that she's lacking. I think that she needs to think better of the things that she do. They be at the park with the daddy, and when they be arguing, they in the house, it's just be a lot. They don't think about the kids, and that's the problem. They need to think about the kids, and this is why it gets to the point where things getting thrown at you about how you're parenting your children. I just think that she needs to do better. So I personally do think that, I don't want to say she's a bad mother, but I do think that she needs to do better, and I do think her parenting skills are questionable, and she's a liar, and she's broke. Okay.
But going off of what Trey said, I think how he was saying about her childhood, I think she has a lot of trauma from her upbringing, and I think that's why she has a lot of these issues, because she had a messed up childhood. Like, she did not have an easy childhood. Mia's not even my favorite person, but just knowing what her childhood, you don't know what she went through. Maybe this is like the best she thinks she could do, because it's way better than how she was brought up. Not saying it's perfect at all, but it's way better than her upbringing, because the stuff she said, I mean, it's pretty deep. Like,
I think I'm with Wendy on this one, because Wendy was like, hey, y'all, we need to be a little bit more cognizant of what we're saying and how we're saying it. It did come across as if Gizelle and Keiarna were kind of attacking her. To Trey's point, I don't think that was their intention, but it did come across a little aggressive, like, girl, you didn't protect your children. You didn't protect your children from judgment about paternity, or you out here hoeing in these streets, or whatever the case may be, or Mia be lying. We don't know what the truth is or what. You made them subject or open to criticism. And 5 years, 10 years down the road, when little Gordon gets to a certain age, she gonna look like, well, damn, mom, you ain't know who my daddy was. But she's confident and she's sure that Gordon is little Gordon's daddy. And then I'm kind of gonna side with Mia on that particular aspect.
It's hard because you want to be mindful of the things that you say to a person, but sometimes you have to give the hard truth to a friend. And I feel like that might have been in that moment what Gizelle and Karen was attempting to do. Like, girl, hey, look, you fucked up. Like, you got this whole situation.
They're the mothers of the group. They're like, you know, they have grown children. They know, you know what I'm saying? I think it didn't come from a malicious or like a mean place. It came from we're just trying to help you and maybe guide her. Because, I mean, Mia's young. Mia's not old. You know what I'm saying? Like, her kids are still babies, basically.
And she came out like a trooper. She cried. She did what she needed to do in the bathroom, and she came back up, and then the party went on. In Jesus' name.
And I do give her credit for that.
I do too. I definitely do, because that could have went completely left. For another woman to kind of publicly question another woman's parenting skills on national television, when you know this is going to be aired on national TV.
On the first episode.
I'm slicing for that. You don't do that. So, Keiarna, Gallo, I know you love Keiarna.
I do too.
Keiarna.
Mommy. I own a business, I mind my business, and I stand on business.
Gizelle did not invite Keiarna to the birthday party for Karen. Now, we all know Keiarna has a special place in her heart for Karen because Karen was there for her at the last ghetto GNA event that happened when the fight broke down, when the Cookie Monster was down there and Candiace was throwing bottles and glasses and all kinds of stuff like that. Now, Gizelle tried to play like it wasn't messy that she didn't invite Keiarna. I'm trying to understand, how did the new girls get an invitation, but someone who's been here last season
and an official housewife.
Well, I don't know if she was a housewife at that time, Gallo.
But don't matter. Like, I'm sure they have an idea of who.
No, but she is now. But she was there last season and she is now. So
Josh, what do you think? Do you think Gizelle was being low-key messy by not inviting her to Karen?
You asked Josh that? You asked Josh that? Oh, okay.
I did. I asked Josh.
Yes.
Like, what you think he gonna say?
Yes.
Gallo, do you think she was being messy?
100%, because like you said, she was and she was at the end of last season. It's not like she's a completely new permanent housewife that has never been seen.
Right.
She was on it, and she had a huge storyline at the end of the last season. How wouldn't you have her, especially someone that likes her? Karen likes Keiarna.
But Gizelle, girl, you are playing in our face. We know good and well you was being messy by not everybody was there but her.
But KK.
Come on, girl, you can't tell her. But you know what? You're doing what needs to be done to keep the season moving or whatever.
Or to keep it all for her.
Stop giving her all of that credit. Stop doing that. You giving her too much credit.
Well, wait a minute, Josh. The thing about it is, whether we like it or not, the network favors Gizelle. Gizelle is the face of Potomac.
Is she in the center?
She's not the face.
Is she holding the glass?
She's the spokesperson for Bravo for Potomac. She's not a fan favorite.
She's the face. She's the face of Potomac.
No, Karen's in the middle.
Want to admit it
Karen, I think, is the Potomac.
I think Karen is too, but at the
Karen's
end of the
in the middle.
Okay, good.
Karen's in the middle because she drove her car in a ditch. Okay, that's why she's in the middle.
That's not why she's in the middle.
We know Gizelle is the face. Y'all, come on. To be honest with you, Robin is gone, but Giselle
Karen is the face.
When you say face, when you say the face, are you meaning she's the prettiest one?
No, I'm meaning
Karen is Maurice. The Grand Dame is Potomac.
Gosh, I love the Grand Dame.
If you took the Grand Dame out, it is trash. If you could just Bravo air that, it is trash.
But you could take Gizelle out and it would still move on.
It would, but the network favors Gizelle.
Yes, because Gizelle does what the network wants.
That is correct. Period. So she's
the spokesperson for the network.
She's not the face.
But she's not the fan favorite.
Karen is the fan favorite, but Gizelle is the network's favorite. So hence, when the season opened, it was the two of them together. The two of them know they're the best frenemies on Bravo. Okay, girl, I may not like you, you may not like me, but let's get these girls together. Let's get the confusion going. Let's get the mischief going. Whether it's between us and everybody else. Karen is my favorite too, but I got to call a spade a spade. Gizelle is the favorite, y'all.
Well, I'll say, you know what? I'm gonna leave this. I can't wait for my girl Candiace to come back.
Girl, we're not even missing Candiace. If I'm
Oh,
being
yes, we are. Candiace, yes.
I am.
We miss
Candiace is very much
Yeah,
missed.
we
I can't
definitely
wait for
miss
Candiace to
Candiace.
come
Yeah,
back.
Come
I
on,
miss
y'all.
Candiace.
I
even
love
thought
my
about
Candiace. I'm so excited for her to
I
come
do.
back bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, I think and it's shocking, right? That I'm saying that. I do. I said, oh,
I
she's
like
missing this
Candiace.
season.
I have grown to like Candiace last
Yeah.
season, but it's almost like Monica on Salt Lake City. Monica who? Candiace who? We like
No.
Candiace, but
No.
if Candiace was present this season, I don't think the dynamics
No,
would
you could
be
bring
anywhere
Monica back
near
to Salt Lake City, baby.
than
And
we
No,
are.
leave
especially
Monica
now
in
with
the
the group that's
slums.
there, baby. Bring her back. Bring her back.
All right, y'all. We want to thank y'all so much for watching this episode of The Wind Up. Please make sure that you like this video. Thank you, Josh and Gallo, for being here yet again.
Yes. Thank y'all so much.
And we love y'all. Bye, y'all. See y'all.
Love
Love you,
y'all.
Candiace.